it's time for Measure Twice.
Welcome to Measure Twice. I'm Rob Perugini, along with Chris Kramer from C. Kramer Interiors and Joel Graber from Graber Custom Remodeling. This is the show that helps you envision your home's potential. And you're listening to us on Michiana's News Talk 95.3 MNC. We're brought to you in part by Leatherman Supply. Everything windows, doors, cabinets, and countertops, with the showroom now open in Granger next to C. Kramer Interiors. And Hoosier Hardwood Floors, Michiana's trusted and valued experts on hardwood floors. You could visit them at HoosierHardwoodFloors.com. Good morning, gents.
Good morning.
I was took a detour a few days ago through the little Notre Dame area there. It's quite the development going on over there by the school. There's some serious houses going up over there.
Lots going on.
Yeah. Some interesting looking ones. Some interesting, they look like cutting edge style. Like when I look at those houses and then I look online, they're very familiar. There's some of them.
That's unfortunate.
Some are unfortunate, but some are pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
I think not that I'm picking on that area, but I am a little. When you are a couple streets away from Notre Dame, there's nice, quaint little houses.
Not for long.
Not for long. But some of those houses need to go. They were ugly anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put it. They're nice, but they're just that, I don't know. They all look the same. And I know with Joel, I'm going to speak for Joel now. He's like, well, they're replacing it with houses that all look the same too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just bigger.
That's not true.
No.
Some of them.
Some of them are really cool. Some of them have really cool ideas that I'm like, oh, wow, I saw one that had a connected garage.
And some are not.
And some are just like everything else,
It's like there should be some sort of guidelines for the architecture that's being built around there.
You took the thought out of my head. I was going to ask you, is there a not HOA, for lack of a better term, I don't know what's the term for it, like when a town says you have to build this way,
The ordinances or whatever,
Like an ordinance?
some sort of type of ordinance, but I think that's controlled through Notre Dame.
so you can build.
But if you look on Angela Boulevard and you see those two monstrosities that are practically on the road that look like Varsity Inns.
They really do look like Varsity Inns. And
There are some sort of limitations, but it's very general and generic. So there's a whole lot of room to just mess it up.
Right. There is. The lack of yard for these big houses. I was one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about, is because that's what made me think about it. I'm looking at the size of the house in relation to like the greenery or the green space around your house. There's no proportion there. Like there's not a lot of lawn. Some do. Now I got it.
You got to
lot.
take into consideration how a lot of those places are used. They're not throwing the ball out front with their 8-year-old.
That's good because you don't have a front to throw a ball.
Exactly.
Go play in the street, Johnny, because you have to.
Some of it is also the requirements by the city for the size of the what I want to say
easements. Yeah.
The houses can't be, they're narrower because the city says you can't go wider on the lot.
Right. You can't infringe on that.
So a lot of the houses are being built are long and narrow, and there's not much yard left. But like to Joel's point, they don't want to. The people who are building these don't want to maintain a yard. They're not here enough to deal with it. So
it's kind of how I grew up. If you looked where I grew up on the water in New Jersey, there's no yards. If you had a yard, it was a luxury. And that just meant you were, higher up in the socioeconomic scale. So it's kind of like, it reminds me of that kind of resort town type thing. And then you go a couple more streets out and they have more yard.
Yeah.
Because they're older, the older, more established neighborhoods will have the yards.
Tragedy is that just jam packing the biggest house you could possibly have on a lot, I don't think is always the wisest thing to do.
but it's almost like that's what they have to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I'd be curious to see what the mentality was, 70 years ago when the original houses were going up around there. Isn't that's about how old those houses are? Right?
Maybe
40s?
even older.
Maybe older than that.
Some of them. Some of the
Really?
neighborhoods.
From the 30s, maybe.
Maybe 30s.
Yeah. There's some craftsmen that are probably from the 20s.
And
But it wasn't. It was built to be a neighborhood, not a rental.
right. And now it's turning into rental.
Correct.
And
Well, is there really that much rental?
Yeah.
People rent their houses. Some.
There are people who are building specifically as Airbnb.
Oh.
yeah, or whatever they're allowed to use
Yep.
there.
Yep. There's a lot of rentals going up.
But if you think about it, 6 Saturdays a year, it's a great rental opportunity.
It's actually more than that because of other activities that
Yeah,
happen throughout the year at the university.
The heavy hitters are the 6 in graduation.
Yep.
Seven
Move-in.
weekends a year.
Or they have
Big.
conferences that they're in for and that.
Which honestly, I'm not knocking it. I welcome that commerce to the
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's important.
It's important. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm like poo-pooing that. It's kind of it messes some scale up.
Well, it's a whole ripple effect to the entire development.
Yeah. When does it? At what point is it saturated? Nobody knows. Well, you do know because it's landlocked.
You do know, but my understanding is that they haven't even hit the tip of the iceberg yet. So
Basically, if you want to know, go on a walk in one direction from Notre Dame. When you collapse from walking, that's probably as far out as the houses will go.
well, there are now it's moving west, and areas that I thought would be years before I would see development of new construction it's already there.
Yeah.
Or it's moving east also across
Yeah,
to Twickenham.
but you're going to see it go, I think, farther west towards Michigan, or to Michigan Street, because I was like, why would anybody want to build here? The neighborhood doesn't feel, but now that whole neighborhood has shifted.
It's
doesn't take
changing
long.
for sure.
Doesn't take long to shift.
Nope.
And there's some really nice houses that are out there already. Older homes that are really, you know what? On Angela, there's some homes that are really pretty too.
Yeah,
that I think
and
are
you
really cool.
get, off of Angela, south of Angela, in those neighborhoods, those beautiful old homes in there,
Yeah, and
which I hope stay.
right.
Yeah.
Because they
They
can.
kind of anchor. Yeah.
They anchor.
It's a neighborhood. I mean, it
Yeah.
makes it a neighborhood, and they fit the lot. They're architecturally significant, so I
Yeah.
just hope that doesn't shift.
That neighborhood needs a Gladys to stop all this stuff.
Okay, Gladys.
We all remember Gladys from Bewitched.
I do.
I
yeah,
do.
of course.
Joel
Gladys
doesn't.
Kravitz.
He's like, Bewitched.
I know what Bewitched is.
He's like, I know what it is. I've been around the block. But that kind of triggers like what I was, like the main topic for our show today, for lack of a better term. But that was something that when you're driving through a vacation neighborhood, it really is starting to look like that. It doesn't look like a neighborhood. It looks like
I think
even though the houses are gigantic.
they're gigantic, but I think it's losing its neighborhood appeal because you've got somebody building a craftsman style next to something that's ultra modern so you've got this odd mix of architectural styles.
So but Chris, isn't that also charming?
No.
It can be if it's all from a similar period.
So you're saying
If you drive through the older neighborhoods, there was some continuity in the architectural styles. This is just build whatever you want,
that's
and
interesting.
it doesn't fit. Like for example, like I don't want to sound like I'm picking on things because I'm not. I mean, I'm happy that they're building and doing what they're doing for the South Bend.
Yeah.
But if you drive down Notre Dame Avenue, you see styles that are compatible with each other.
Okay.
And they were meant to fill like an old neighborhood. Now we're getting off of that, and you're getting styles that are completely opposite of an old neighborhood.
Right there.
And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it just seems odd.
Is it the day and age though? Because now all these styles exist. So, like back in when Craftsman period, basically everybody was building Craftsman because that's what was built at that time.
Right.
But now,
Well, that's the thing is we've talked about this before. Like, really, there's not going to be a period.
that's
No.
what I'm saying. Like we
Yeah,
have
we're
every
like-
period now.
We're not in a period.
Exactly.
We're in
Which
a
is
period
kind
of
of sad.
yeah, which is a period of whatever.
Our period is when they look back at our period, they're going to be like, that's the period where they just built whatever they wanted. So, but when we come back, we're going to piggyback on this topic into designing your home. When we come back, this is Measure Twice. Welcome back to Measure Twice. I'm Rob Perugini along with Joel Graber from Graber Custom Remodeling and Chris Kramer from C. Kramer Interiors. This is the show that helps you envision your home's potential, and you're listening to us on Michiana's News Talk 95.3 MNC. We're brought to you by Leatherman Supply, everything windows, doors, cabinets, and countertops, with the showroom now open in Granger next to C. Kramer Interiors, and Hoosier Hardwood Floors, Michiana's trusted and valued experts on hardwood floors. You could visit them at HoosierHardwoodFloors.com. We were like kind of sort of beating up the neighborhood around Notre Dame. Beautiful houses going in, but like the scope, the scale is kind of weird because we're losing a little bit of green space around houses and stuff, and some of the houses are looking clearly like rentals, and some look beautiful. And we welcome all the commerce. Obviously, it's great to have building, but it led me to think like, well, if you're designing a house, what do you take into consideration? If you're building a new house in a place or at a place, do you have a responsibility to match the neighborhood, or you're building it, you should automatically just be able to build what you want? Like, where do we stand on that? You know, because certainly if you're in Vatican City in Italy, you can't just throw up a rental. You know, I'm
Right.
using an extreme, right? They'd be like, oh no, and then they'd rap you with the back of their knuckles, you know. But generally, what do you have? Is there some sort of responsibility to the neighborhood that you have, or do you have to leave that up to the ordinances? Where is that? What's your opinion on that, Joel? He can't say because he's a builder.
No, I'm glad you asked him that question. So
I knew you
suppose-
were going to give me the skate on it.
I'm a little more libertarian, I suppose, when it comes to that. I would say, like, really honestly, you should be able to build what you want.
Right.
your dollar.
I still think you have so if you're building by Notre Dame has a certain feel. It has an architectural style, and like if you are building in a neighborhood right beside it, why would you're clearly building there for a reason,
Right.
because of that.
Right.
Why wouldn't you want it to at least be in the same
feel.
Yeah, architecturally. Like I would. That's what I would want.
Right. But at the
'Cause
same
I'm
time,
building there.
at the same
because I want to
time,
be there. Even if I'm building something for people to rent in, I want them, like, if somebody's coming because they love Notre Dame,
it should feel that way.
they want that feel, right? So I don't want to just. I personally, I would build something that is in that feel, like Chris is saying.
What would you think if somebody built the USC house?
The what?
A USC.
A USC house.
I would think that thing probably would get vandalized.
I would think it would be
What's the USC house?
He's
University
just
of Southern California.
saying,
Well, I know what USC
Like if
is.
somebody just built one.
Yeah. You know, like if you drive through, let me put it this way. If you drive through Phoenix, Arizona,
Yeah.
you will drive by Pittsburgh Steelers houses and Green Bay Packers houses.
Uh-huh.
Okay, like there's a green garage with the G on it, right? What? You imagine how awful that would be? I think somebody would. Oh, it would be tragic. Don't do
There's
that.
a house for sale near the university right now that somebody painted bright yellow with blue shutters.
Oh, for Michigan, huh? Maize and blue.
No, it's Notre Dame blue and gold,
Oh.
supposedly. Awful. Awful.
Are you saying you can go too far with your love of...
Oh, my gosh. Yes. Yes.
Oh, my. What should they have done? Could you...
Leave the brick alone.
Oh,
They
it's
painted the brick.
Wow. Can you get
Bright
paint
yellow.
off brick?
Not easily. You can, but
That's a lot of work.
Well, let me ask you this then.
it's
Is,
awful.
is there a tasteful way to honor your...
Always.
Your
Your alma mater?
yeah. Is
or
there
your-
a tasteful way?
Yeah. Yeah. Leave the brick alone. Paint the shutters blue. I mean, navy blue. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with
What
that.
about like gold gutters?
No.
Shiny gold gutters?
No. 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 No.
With a blue slate roof.
Yeah.
No.
Now you're talking. Make your front porch look like a face mask. Can you do that with the columns?
You could do that. That'd
Like
be
an
sweet.
like an homage? What if
No.
you did that
That'd be
though? What
really
if you
cool.
had like that what's that called? The Jefferson type round
Like a portico on the
like a portico
Like a rounded-
and you have like columns and you have the like a banister
lay
and
it
it's
out like
it's
a grid so it looks like a face mask.
but you know it's the if you know type thing
Yeah.
where if you step back it looks just like oh that's whatever Roman or whatever the Greek or whatever, but then if you look it's like whoa that's darn like that's a helmet, huh?
Yeah. Now you're talking.
I think people do that all the time. Like pilots have like a little homage to flight in their house. You know, you have like a little rounded something's like little wing like. I think that's kind of cool. Where if it's on the inside.
If it's on the inside.
I mean, you know, I don't mean inside the house. I mean like if you know.
Right.
Like you. Chris is showing a picture.
Holy smokes.
Do you have a picture of the house? As I
When
do?
was that actually
Chris,
looks more
look,
like
ladies and gentlemen,
like Michigan.
Listening right now,
Like Mason Gold or
if
Mason
you
Blue.
if you have a house that's weird, Chris will take a picture of it.
It is bright yellow.
That's not Notre Dame.
That's not
That's
No.
Michigan.
No, but it's by Notre Dame. $749,000.
Wow.
Who suggested that they should do that?
I don't know.
is
They even
pretty bad.
look what they did to the chimney.
I know they painted that but it's the Michigan blue.
Right. I think they're making it. I think we found the house that I was talking about.
Yeah.
They're probably listening, being like, wait, are they talking about my house?
Yeah.
I'm not.
We'll have to get a
Why?
picture of their backyard. No, I'm just kidding. Chris is showing Joel pictures. This is our favorite when we get Chris started.
The
on
inside is not bad. The inside is very
that.
nice.
Oh, it's for sale?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So let me ask you this. I mean, I don't know which one of you will be able to answer this the best way. If you have painted brick and you're buying a house with painted brick with the idea that you're going to change that brick.
The color?
Yeah, like let's say somebody painted it yellow or whatever. And you're like, you know what? We'll buy the house because we can just change that. What are we talking about to change that? What do you have to do if you bought that house and you're like, I got to get a
You
different...
just have to paint over it.
I would paint over it. I'd paint it white or an off-white or something of that nature just to calm it down.
Well, you couldn't power wash the paint off of it?
Nope. You have to sandblast it off, I think.
Do you
would. I mean, it would take. You'd have, sandblast, and then you'd have to do stripping and wire brushing, and it would, and there's no guarantee you'd get it all out because it's porous.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. I mean, there's places that you wouldn't be able to get to, really.
Could you put a brick veneer over the brick?
No.
You
No.
could, but
Why
why would
would
you
you?
Same price. I don't know.
Why? Same price. You just doubled the price of the house.
Yeah.
That would not work.
I'm just spitballing here.
Repaint it. Just repaint it.
Yeah,
Calm
once,
it down.
Once you've painted brick,
You
that's kind of a permanent thing.
right. That's kind of
Because architecturally, this house is not one that you could just strip areas off to make it look old and like.
Right, yeah,
like
yeah,
it's-
yeah.
That's not the right style. For
I see. Distress.
Like
You couldn't-
old worldy.
Old world. Yeah, this is too.
No, it's a ranch.
It's a ranch. And when we say ranch,
Like
picture a ranch in your
traditional.
head. You got the picture.
Yeah.
Like that's the house. Not a bad looking house otherwise.
No, it's there's no landscape.
It's hard to get past the
Well, that's what I
getting
mean.
punched in the face
Well-
by that yellow.
But look at the chimney.
It's blue.
Well, if you're gonna go all the way. Come on. I'm surprised the roof isn't yellow or blue or something.
Copper.
Copper. But if I was looking to buy that house, in my mind, I'd be like, I don't mind that there's no landscaping because I get to do what I want to do. I don't have to take anything. There's really no landscaping, by the way.
There
It
isn't
goes
any.
right up to the house. Like,
But you don't want to be a slave to a yard if you're only going to be there for
right.
weekends.
So when you build a house, I totally get it. You fill the lot as much as you can because the last thing you want to do is pay a landscaper your mortgage while you're not there.
Right.
It's like that's not because you're not there. Totally understand that. Is
Right.
that on a big enough lot that you would build?
No.
You could build a 10,000 square foot skyscraper on it.
No. I'm sure it has let's see.
Joel, is there an ordinance that you know of that you can't go up more than 3 stories?
Yeah, there's certain.
It's got to be 3 stories, right? Not 2, 3, right?
I think that's one of the reasons there was a delay on one of the developments because they went too high and the city wouldn't allow it. So
Right.
they had to redesign it.
I don't know
But I don't know what the height limitation is.
I don't know the reasoning for it.
Well, I mean, if you're building a house, like if you're actually building a house, you're not going to go that high. It would look goofy.
It's too big.
These are more like condo projects that they're
Yeah,
building
yeah,
that.
Right.
But
That's
there
different.
is an ordinance for height.
Yeah.
There's also ordinances for the lot and how wide you can build.
Right. And the cities
your
have those.
setbacks.
Yeah, your setbacks.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
They've
you have to
changed
get
them.
They honestly, and I'm a libertarian guy too, but I understand easements because you have to be able to run like electric and it's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, no.
So you need room.
I get some. It makes sense. There's a reason for some of these things.
Right. You got to be able to work on the house.
Yeah.
And if it's right up against it, you can't do that. When we come back, we'll dive more into weird housing. When we come back, this is Measure Twice. Welcome back to Measure Twice. I'm Rob Perugini along with Chris Kramer from C. Kramer Interiors and Joel Graber from Graber Custom Remodeling. This is the show that helps you envision your home's potential. And you're listening to us on Michiana's News Talk 95.3 MNC. Brought to you by Leatherman Supply. Everything windows, doors, cabinets, and countertops at the showroom now open in Granger next to C. Kramer Interiors. And Hoosier Hardwood Floors, Michiana's trusted and valued experts on hardwood floors. You can visit them at HoosierHardwoodFloors.com. We're kind of talking about a lot of stuff, but basically, like, you're in a town, you're building, and you're building, and you can pretty much build what you want, or should you build what you want? And Chris, you had made a point off the air.
Yeah, I said if it's your dollar, you should be able to build what
Clearly.
you want. If it becomes a problem, then it should be up to neighborhood or the cities to put in ordinances that control the designs for neighborhoods.
Right. And Joel, you're of that mindset too. It's like it doesn't matter one iota. You know what I mean? I mean, the builder's job is to build a sound, up to code,
Yeah.
quality structure. And a good builder really
We may
has no
ask,
opinion.
like, are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah. I noticed the houses are a little different like that, but who cares? You get what you get. I saw in my research for this show that we're not using the in vacation areas, you tend to see like some what looks like experimental things. And I saw the silo house that we looked at, like there's like the silo thing where they build a home and the silo's the center of the home and they build 2 wings off of a silo.
Yeah, like a grain bin with.
A grain bin, sorry. I'm saying silo.
Well, that's what I would call them. That's
Yeah.
what I thought they
Okay.
were.
But are you familiar with what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? There's like a round in the middle, and
Yeah.
it mimics like medieval or some other period when they used to have like the brick turret in the middle.
yeah.
I mean, really, that's kind of what it
Fortress.
Look, yeah, exactly. And it was kind of neat, and then experimental looking. You know what I mean? And this was on a lake, and it kind of like the house followed the contour of the lake,
Yeah.
Groundbreaking.
the bend. What, did you say groundbreaking?
Yeah.
What was the experimental part? Was the grain bin, not the
Not the curvature around the lake.
yeah. Although
Is that neo-medieval? That's a new period.
just take the word mid out of that.
Yeah.
Neo-evil.
Neo-evil. Let's enter a new design period. Neo-medieval.
Chris, embark on your new endeavor of neo-medieval design.
Complete with shackles and that's
Oh man, yeah.
This
you
is
get,
my-
get like a dungeon there.
dungeon. Oh,
I was
that's
thinking,
nothing new.
I was thinking battle axe. I was thinking,
Anyways, where were we going?
yeah, I don't know where we're going anymore. We've lost it. We're in orbit now.
Yeah.
But like Notre Dame's probably not the place that you're gonna experiment on. Like, dude, super experimental stuff. Although
I mean, the silo with the
Yeah,
wings.
I-
Hey, you never know.
but you could, I guess. At any rate, there's a company that will find silos for sale and then bring them to you. Like they build them so you can build your house with them
Why?
because it's a thing now.
I mean, I don't. That doesn't even make sense to me. Like,
Me either.
if you're gonna do that, just like Brock is in our area,
What
which
do you mean?
they are a manufacturer of grain bins.
I-
Buy a new one from some
Yeah,
like locally.
Why do you want a grain bin?
So you can build that kind of house.
Why wouldn't you just build a torrent?
I don't know. There's an entrepreneur out there that's convincing people that they need to
Oh, how
do it. They're going up right next to Notre Dame. No, I'm just
no,
kidding.
no, they're not. Because then,
They're painting them yellow.
no, with blue stripes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Looks like a firecracker going up there. But you know, I think it's your dime, it's your dollar. Right? Build what you want. That's our mentality here.
Yeah,
And that's our fallback position, right? You know, that's it.
but you know, even though there's a different mix of architectural styles, they're still very tasteful.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. There are a couple exceptions, but for the most part, the ones I see going up are tasteful designs.
Right. Well, and I think you get if you're having an architect get involved and a designer get involved, there's a certain bit of protection now that you've built into your taste. How you follow, you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
I'm sure a good designer and a good architect are presenting things that are already pretty tasteful, based on your feel. And there's not a lot of runaway designs in that neighborhood. I wouldn't call them runaway
No.
type things,
No.
that are really out there. It's hard to get really out there. You're basically building on a postage stamp anyway.
Right.
So, it might be some are bigger postage stamps and some are smaller. I do like, though, that I'm seeing lots of breezeways. I'm a sucker for a good breezeway between a garage and a house. I kind of think that's cool. I saw a bunch of
Yeah, that's
those.
great in this southern climate.
Well, they were kind of southern. I don't know the name of the architecture, but they kind of do look a little southern, plantation-y.
Because I've seen some going up where they've got, to me, a breezeway is enclosed, but it's just basically a covered walkway from the garage.
That's what I'm talking about. That's not a breezeway's enclosed.
Typically.
Why do they call it a breezeway then? Because there's no breeze if it's enclosed.
Well, you got windows. There's windows.
You just open the windows. But that's what I was talking about what Chris was talking about. Like they're just
Yeah, it's just covered walkway.
I think that's cool looking.
It is charming. It adds charm to the architecture. I mean, it connects the house to the garage. I think it's good. I think it's good looking. I know the house you're talking about.
You do know the house I'm talking about then. Yeah, I think it's really neat. And I think the front of that house is beautiful too. And the color's cool. I like, now that's a good use of blue. Right? Or
Yes.
Is it a slatey blue?
It's a dark gray blue, but it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's some that are just really cool. There are some lookers there, believe me.
Yeah.
There are some really cool looking
Yeah.
houses
sure.
that
Yeah.
have charm.
I can't think of, let me rephrase that. I was going to say, I can think of just a couple bad examples, but most of what I'm seeing is tasteful design.
Exactly. Now, the problem is that the bad examples are enormous, and you can't miss them.
Can't.
They're very prominent areas there. And I'm sure eventually they'll wear into the neighborhood. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. So when it's new and shiny, it really sticks out, That's all. And it'll wear into the neighborhood. I really do think what's going on there is kind of neat. There's walkways. They've controlled this, even though I hate the idea of stop sign after stop sign and raised walkways because it just bothers me because I forget they're there. And
You talk about the speed bumps?
yeah, oh my goodness.
Yeah. You don't see the sign?
Oh yeah, you're testing your suspension out.
Yep.
But I do think it's necessary in that neighborhood
Agreed.
because you don't want it to be a
Hazard.
throughway.
Yeah.
Well, the point there is to be able to walk or, ride a bike or whatever to the university. So,
Right.
Or your golf cart.
or your golf cart. So you have to control the speed in those
Yeah.
areas.
I think
Yes,
that's
I mean, it
Traffic
makes
control.
sense. Yeah.
right.
Traffic control is important.
When they have events, there's pedestrians, and as much as I believe a pedestrian should yield to the giant metal object that could kill them,
Yeah, that weighs tons.
yeah, I understand, and I would not want there to be just hazardous traffic because the parking is also another weird. You can't see little kids. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
When it's busy,
yeah. So in that
I just
case,
try to stay away because it is treacherous.
yeah. I mean, the only people in that area during an event are people visiting. I think everybody that lives here knows, you know what? Everybody has their little place that they park and they know about,
Yep.
right? And I'm not going to say it out loud, but we all know the last bastion of parking. There's only one neighborhood left. And I'm not saying it out loud. I'm not going to tell anybody.
Well,
'cause
now people are looking.
They will look, but they won't find it unless they've been born and raised here. But yeah, that area at Notre. Have you ever been to that area during a football game? Have you ever?
Weekend, yeah.
We've walked through there.
I mean,
it's mobbed.
Friday, it's terrible.
Yeah, Friday at
Forget
2:00 in the afternoon till the end of the game on Saturday. That neighborhood's mobbed.
If we have to do a delivery, we do it Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh right,
Won't
you
go
avoid
back
the day
we avoid Friday altogether.
altogether. Yeah, that's okay. It's great. I love to see the people in here, and
Yep.
everybody should continue to be kind to those tourists that are here.
Agreed. I mean,
Yeah, we need it.
they're
It's good.
supporting our community.
There are
in
people.
major ways.
Welcome them. And when we come back, we'll wrap it all up for you. This is Measure Twice. Welcome back to Measure Twice. I'm Rob Perugini, along with Joel Graber from Graber Custom Remodeling and Chris Kramer from C. Kramer Interiors. This is the show that helps you envision your home's potential. You're listening to us on Michiana's News Talk 95.3 MNC. And we are brought to you in part by Leatherman Supply. Everything windows, doors, cabinets, and countertops, with a showroom open in Granger right now, next to C. Kramer Interiors and Hoosier Hardwood Floors, Michiana's trusted and valued experts on hardwood floors. So you could visit them at HoosierHardwoodFloors.com. And we're not really talking about the inside of your house. We're kind of talking about the outside and the neighborhood structure and feel. And we've determined that, hey, look, you should be able to build what you want. And a good builder, a good designer, and a good architect will steer you in the right direction, but probably will never stand in the way with what you want. That's what city ordinances are about, right, Chris?
Yep.
If a city wants to keep its charm and feel and all that stuff,
Yeah.
you know what? It'll ordinance its way around it. And I will tell you, there's a town called Cape May, New Jersey, which has that, and they do it the right way. You can build whatever you want in the neighborhoods, but when you're on the vacation thoroughfares, like in certain areas, you have to meet certain criteria.
Yeah.
And because they want to keep the people go there
For the charm.
for the charm. Like Mackinac Island would be one of those, right? You can't just build what you want on Mackinac Island. right? And you shouldn't be able to, right? Because
Agreed. It's they want to keep the old feel, the charm of the community.
exactly, and it's what keeps the communities going.
That's what keeps people going to those communities.
Exactly, and I think that there's a way to do it, and there's a way to not do it. And some towns really just they have it down. They understand it. Certain towns will have ordinances that mean you can't build a house that blocks a view. Right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, and I get it, right? So you can't build a 8-story house.
That's getting ready. That's going up.
Chris is look. I just want to let a public service announcement here. If you have an ugly house, Chris is taking a picture.
It's not that it's an ugly house. It's to the point of that's being built on Notre Dame Avenue.
Yeah, and that's a rental.
Yeah, it's a condo.
Yeah. If I were to show you where I grew up, like
That's what it looks
80%
like.
of the houses look like that. Yeah. the
$2 million condo.
Is it a duplex or is it so what he built, let me describe that. It looks like stacked porches. So if you picture a box, a square box, and then there's a second floor. Is there a third floor?
Yeah.
Three
So
floors,
so
three
there's
stories.
three. If you look at the house from the street, looking at the house, there's top porch, middle porch, bottom porch. They're identical, and there's nothing charming. It's very sterile looking, and you can easily picture people throwing beach towels over the.
Well, that's what
Looks
a
like 6 units, isn't it?
is it 6 units?
So are the porches also split down the middle?
Yeah.
So there's a left right. So you have if you're the house, if you're the condo on the left, you have a little square of the porch. What'd you say? What
Like, oh, look at the back. It's trash.
Oh boy.
Yep. No ordinance to take care of that.
Yeah. But
Unit 2, Unit 3.
where I grew up, that's what you've got. And what are they selling the units for, Chris?
$1.7 million.
Are you kidding me?
That's for the 5-bedroom one.
That's
There's 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
I mean, I understand the utility because generally let me just back off a little bit. Generally, when they build something like that, they're engineered pretty well on the inside, like super functional.
Golden Gables.
super
Sorry, that's the name of it.
super functional. So it's not like you're going to get something that doesn't work. Like probably that really works. There's enough bathrooms to handle the bedrooms. Generally, they build those things pretty with the idea that you're going to have a good time. This is a good place to vacation. Right.
Developer.
yeah.
However, living there next to that, knowing that you're going to have renters there could be a little nightmare situation.
Yeah.
I could totally see beach towels being thrown over the railings there, and
Oh yeah. That's what it looks like.
you know what I mean. Like, and that's charming when you're at the beach, though. For some reason, I'm nostalgic. If I go to the beach and I
at the
pass that,
beach.
and there's people and families there, and there's beach balls on the porch you could see, and
there's not the St. Joe Beach here.
no, there's a feel like okay, I understand that, but like if you're just walking around a neighborhood and there's a college there, it just looks like a frat house.
Yeah.
You know, that's really what it looks like.
It genuinely does look kind of like that.
Yeah, like oh man,
I feel like it should be in South Carolina.
yes, yeah, like Myrtle
Yeah,
or
that's what it looks like. to
Gulf
me.
Shores. Have you ever
Yep.
been to Gulf Shores? It's like 10 million of those houses there. 10 million of them. Now, like I said, though, on the good side, they're generally designed to be great vacation places.
Yeah, I mean, they're spacious, nice amenities.
As my wife would say, bathrooms to bedroom ratios should be close to 1 to 1. Like that's how you know you've hit it out of the park. If every bedroom has a bathroom, that's the place.
Yeah.
But it should be very, and they usually do that. And you don't need an attic or you don't need storage. You just take up all that space. That's how you know. If you go into a house and you're trying to figure out where you'd put a lawnmower because there isn't a place, you're in a vacation house. They've used that space
Yeah.
to live in because that's not happening there. I mean, I can't believe I'm gonna have to find out where that is and drive by it. Is that right?
It's not even. I don't think they've started it yet.
Oh, that's a rendering.
Mm-hmm.
AI is getting you. Oh, with AI, you can drop that house
It
right
fits
on there.
beautifully between that craftsman style and the.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one thing that bugs me too. Is some of these houses are so tall that they dwarf the houses next to them that have been there for
Yeah.
80, 90 years.
Right. And then so it makes it easy to say, well, we could just take that Craftsman style home out and put something different.
Yeah,
there.
well, that's what they're doing.
And you just shouldn't. There's something premium about being in a house that was there when Newt Rockne was coaching. You know what I mean? Like,
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
Who?
Yeah. What have you done for me lately, Newt?
Jeez.
That's
Something
terrible.
that's something that somebody would say, then paint their house bright yellow.
Yellow, right. But
For the blue chimney.
Yep.
you can, like, you said it's the tip of the iceberg in that area.
That's what I've been told.
That's my understanding too.
Yeah.
Is that there's
There's
plenty of room there. Yeah.
So
Don't you worry.
yeah,
There's room for all.
there is. I like how they've kind of stemmed the giant high-rise condo housing that's kind of getting stemmed off,
They will build till there's no more alum to build for.
which they're going to
Which is
continue
never
to
gonna
put out
happen.
alumni.
Exactly.
Yeah, about 3,500 a year.
Yeah.
Something like that are being generated, which is okay.
Yeah.
And
I think it's
again,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we welcome them, and
Absolutely.
I think it's kind of awesome in a way. So, like, we're kind of beating up some of the architecture, but that's all we're beating up.
Right.
The idea that people want to remain and feel affiliated with this area is a
fantastic.
blessing.
It
is
is.
good.
It
It's a great
is.
thing.
It's because these people go on to bigger, better things all over the world and
Yeah.
they come back here,
Think about
which
what
is awesome.
we're tied to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's pretty amazing.
It is. It really is.
And it's easy to point at the imperfections of that great school, because when you are great, right? That great doesn't mean perfect. Great just means great.
Yeah. There is no perfect.
No, there's gonna be things that you don't agree with.
Yeah.
But one of the things that we understand totally is that when our university's winning, and I don't mean just on the football field, but like winning and prospering,
Yeah. Academically,
we're winning.
Yeah.
You can root for Michigan all day long, but if you live here, you should probably also root for
Yeah, for sure.
for our university that's
Yep.
here too.
Yep.
You don't have to want them to win a national title, but you probably want them to prosper. All right. Well, thanks for listening. This has been Measure Twice.
Podcasts by Federated Media.